Can't say I see why Lord Orochimaru wants this kid so badly, the man with 6 arms grumbled. Shut it, the woman growled. Knock it off, both of you, the two-headed man ordered, turning to Sasuke. Allow me to introduce ourselves. My name is Sagon. This is Tayuya, Jirobo, and Kidomaru. We are here to bring you safely to Lord Orochimaru. Sasuke rose to his feet, cradling his broken hand. And how do I know I can trust you? You can't, Sagon answered simply. But if we lose you, we're as good as dead. Sasuke frowned. You'll have to do better than that. Kidomaru laughed. If you want, I can break a few of his limbs. Our orders were not to harm him, Jirobo stated. Shut it, Tayuya hissed. You're ruining all the fun of this job. Jirobo blinked, not responding. Sasuke glared at the group, Sharingan activating. You say you work under Orochimaru. Prove your strength to me, the Uchiha demanded. Sagon sighed. Before he could stop his team, Kidomaru had already dashed towards Sasuke. The Uchiha drew a kunai, dodging a few swipes from his opponent. Kidomaru threw his own blades, which were easily deflected. Sasuke used his one hand to weave a long series of hand signs, barely pulling off a fireball jutsu. Kidomaru narrowly avoided the fire, Sasuke delivering a series of kicks to his chest. He fell to the ground, Sasuke turning to face the oncoming Tayuya. Sasuke was pushed back due to only having one usable arm, but he managed to use a pair of shuriken to ward her off. Lightning style. Thunderbolt. Tayuya's body contorted as the energy flowed through her. Sasuke used the moment to knock her to the ground. Sasuke stared at the downed shinobi, his hair standing on end as a wave of energy appeared behind him. Before he could turn, he was thrown against a wall. Sagon stood confidently in front of him, 3 glowing dots on his forehead. Black marks crawled across his face, his curse mark active. Just how common is this curse mark? Sasuke growled. Only the 4 of us, plus 1 other, possess them. But yours is the strongest of them all. But what you've unlocked is only a fraction. Sagon pulled a pill from his pouch. Once we exit the village, you will eat this. It will allow the full potential of the curse mark to be used, with training under Orochimaru. Sasuke could feel the difference in power between him and Sagon by his aura alone. But if what he said was true, his curse mark could be brought to new heights. Very well, I'll go with you, tonight. Eager, aren't you? Tayuya muttered, standing back up. I just have to sort a few things before I leave. I trust you have a way to get me out of the leaf without being discovered, Sasuke inquired. Sagon nodded. Just walk through the front gate. We shall take care of the rest. Sasuke didn't even feel them vanish. It sent a chill down his spine. These 4 shinobi were stronger. With their curse marks, he doubted there was much reason to worry. All that's left is to tie up loose ends, Sasuke mused. Less than an hour later, Sasuke jumped across the rooftops. He stopped by the hospital to have his hand healed before heading towards the Hokage tower. In his hands, a scroll meant only for Naruto. He stopped in front of the tower, creating a shadow clone. It jumped forward, Sasuke turning to leave. A moment later, he received the clone's memories, feeling a brief wave of unease. He was leaving, becoming a rogue, going to train under the man that killed the 3rd Hokage. A part of him felt sick just thinking about it, but he forced the thought deep down inside of him. He found himself walking silently through the streets close to the forest, his eyes constantly looking into the darkness, expecting Naruto to pop up at any moment. The blonde was bound to come after him the moment he set foot outside the village. Once that happened, Sasuke had to win. He will keep his promise to help beat Itachi, even if I go to Orochimaru. That's just the kind of idiot he is. A faint smile formed on his face, unbeknownst to himself. You're really smiling while you leave us? Sasuke stopped, looking up to see someone he wasn't expecting. Sakura, her medical cloak from the hospital folded beside her on the bench. She didn't look up as Sasuke's gaze softened. I will be back after my brother is dead. Sakura shook her head. You say that, yet you're going to Orochimaru. Do you even realize what he's going to do with you? Sasuke frowned. How would you know anything? Tsunade talks about Orochimaru, Sakura replied. She understands his horrible methods better than anyone. Do you know why he's managed to appear so young for so many years? I could ask the same thing about the Hokage. Sakura slowly stood. Lady Tsunade uses an imperceptible genjutsu alongside her diamond seal, but Orochimaru uses his knowledge of the human body and ninjutsu to transfer his consciousness into another body before his current one dies. He will make you as strong as possible, then take your body as his own. Sasuke blinked. That won't happen. You can't be certain of that. He's a Sannin. Neither Lady Tsunade or Master Jiraiya have defeated him in a fight. Even Lord Third lost to him, Sakura retorted. I will not be killed by the likes of him, Sasuke stated. I live to kill Itachi. Nothing will stop me. Not him, not a Sannin, and certainly not you. Sakura's eyes began to grow hazy, tears about to form. You really think that lowly of me? Sasuke shook his head. Since we became shinobi, I know how far you've come. I know the efforts you've put into genjutsu and medical ninjutsu. You've come farther than I ever expected, I will admit. But even so, it's not enough to stop me. Sakura bit her lips, fighting back tears. She felt her body trembling, her hands slowly weaving hand signs. A wave of calm flowed over her, thanks to a technique Tsunade taught her. A simple jutsu to calm the body and mind. With it, Sakura had the strength to draw a kunai. Sasuke's Sharingan activated, their glow piercing through the night. Why not call for a Jonin, the Hokage, or even Naruto? With them you might have a slight chance at stopping me from leaving. Sakura shook her head. I must do this alone. You, Naruto, and even Haku have always been there to do what I couldn't. The land of waves, the forest of death, the One-Tails. It's my turn to help Team 7, and stop being a burden. Sasuke could sense her resolve. She wasn't going to back down, meaning he had no choice but to knock her out. He let out a sigh, vanishing from Sakura's view. She gasped as he appeared behind her, delivering a swift chop to her neck. Sasuke's Sharingan widened in shock, his hand passing through Sakura like nothing. An illusion clone. Her figure faded away, Sasuke moving into a defensive stance. He scanned every direction, but couldn't see even a wisp of chakra. He heard a blade pierce through the wind, making him jump to avoid the kunai. He heard another and another. He was bombarded by blades, his body barely able to dodge each one. They finally stopped, Sasuke supporting a few cuts on his arms and legs. He felt no pain, but he was too focused on trying to find Sakura to notice. He couldn't use any ninjutsu since he was still in the village and didn't want to draw attention. After all that talk, you're still going to hide from me? Sasuke taunted, trying to draw out his opponent. He felt the ground tremble, narrowly avoiding a stone spike. Ninja art! Shadow Shuriken Jutsu! Sasuke deflected more projectiles, weaving hand signs he'd copied from Naruto. Using Gale Palm, he struck back, sending the shuriken flying back towards their origin. He heard them connect with something, making him charge into the trees. No shuriken covered the ground. Tree bind death. Sasuke found his body encased by tree roots, unable to move. Sakura appeared from the darkness, sadness in her eyes. A genjutsu, this entire time? When? Sasuke asked. The moment I first saw you. I know your Sharingan helped sense genjutsu, but Kurenai Sensei taught me the one way to trick your eyes. Multi-layered genjutsu. Sasuke couldn't help but smirk. Good to know. In that case, I'll do what I should have done in the beginning. His curse mark glowed, Sasuke unleashing a wave of chakra, the illusion dispersing instantly. Sakura stepped back quickly, weaving hand signs. Water style, liquid bullets! Sasuke fired a single bolt of lightning, Sakura's feeble ninjutsu being easily overpowered. Sasuke charged, landing a palm strike to her chest. Sasuke's eyes narrowed as Sakura faded away, the dark forest transforming into a fiery landscape. Fire crawled up his legs, requiring all his willpower to ignore his instincts. His chakra flared once more, the fire vanishing. He looked down to see a kunai in his chest, Sakura leaning against a tree, shaking. The Uchiha fell to one knee, feeling for the blood he expected to ooze from his chest as he pulled out the blade. He became confused. What he was feeling wasn't blood. It wasn't liquid. It was nothing. He flared his chakra yet again, then once more for good measure. His eyes opened, finding him and Sakura still standing on the path towards the village gate. Multi-layered genjutsu, he cursed. You're right. I'll need to be wary of you from now on, Sakura. She blinked in response, weaving hand signs. You might have escaped that, but you still haven't seen the full extent of my abilities. Ninja art. Cherry Blossom Prison! Sasuke's vision turned into a mass of bright, pink petals, each one covering his body. Searing pain filled his mind, but he knew it was all fake. No more games, Sasuke declared, his curse mark spreading. He ignored everything else, walking towards the focused Sakura. Her technique required her to remain still, leaving her vulnerable to the approaching Sasuke. He finally landed the blow, Sakura gasping for air. She fell to the ground, barely able to breathe or move. I disabled you with a copied Hyuga technique. Your chakra network would only be down for a few minutes, since I don't have the Byakugan. However, my curse mark chakra should keep you down for at least an hour. After that, you'll make a full recovery. Sasuke walked past his fallen teammate, hearing her struggle to put words together. Please, don't go, she pleaded. Sasuke didn't look back, fists clenched inside his pockets. Thank you, Sakura, for everything. Once my brother is dead, you and Naruto will find me. If Orochimaru has gotten his hold on me, it will be up to you two to stop him. Without another word, the Uchiha walked away, leaving Sakura curled into a ball, tears falling down her face. Sakon smirked as Sasuke approached the Sound 4 outside the village walls. I trust you are ready. Sasuke nodded, Sagan holding out the pill once more. Eat this, and we shall place you in that barrel. Sagan pointed to a large barrel with paper tags and seals, sat in the clearing, Jirobo preparing to lift it. What is this for? Sasuke asked. This pill shall unlock the second stage of the curse mark. However, in order for it to work, you need to be placed in a death-like state, similar to the state you were in after Lord Orochimaru gave you the first mark. It shall be a painful process, but you shall feel the effects instantly after awakening. Sasuke looked down at the pitch-black pill, hesitating for a fraction of a second. He swallowed the pill, instantly feeling a rush of agony. He clutched his stomach, Tayuya chuckling. Seriously? I handled my second stage far better than this. Only because yours is half as powerful as his, Jirobo countered. Shut up! Quiet, both of you, Sagan ordered. Uchiha, get in the barrel, and we shall be on our way. Sasuke nodded, slowly lifting himself into the wooden barrel. The pain lessened slightly as he sat down, before another jolt made every muscle tense. He bit back a cry of pain, feeling his body slow down. As the cover was placed over him, chakra exploded out of his body. The force knocked him unconscious, his Sharingan fading. I'm coming for you, Itachi. Hokage Tower, next day. Naruto stood dead silent, staring off into the abyss as Tsunade told him the news. Sasuke had fled the village, likely with help sent by Orochimaru. He had left Sakura in poor condition, though, fortunately, she would be fine within the hour. I told you this day would come, yet you kept insisting that it wouldn't, the fox rumbled. Quiet, Nine Tails, the Three Tails ordered. He simply didn't want it to be true. We both know that he knew this would happen. The fox grunted. I'm surprised you've taken such an interest in his personal life. What else is there to do? I don't have a physical form like you. Just this liquid wall. Naruto! The blonde snapped back to reality at Tsunade's words. I'm putting you in charge of the retrieval mission. What about Kakashi-sensei or Pervy Sage? Jiraiya just left yesterday, and Kakashi is one of the few top Jonin currently in the village. The rest are on missions. I can't put the village in danger by sending him. Orochimaru could use this opportunity to attack once more. Fortunately, we have a group of 8 Jonin returning in a few hours. Once they arrive, I shall send Kakashi to catch up with you. But until then, your team will have to be your peers. Do you have people in mind? Naruto asked reluctantly. Tsunade nodded. Considering the technique Sasuke used on Sakura is of Hyuga design, I want Neji to go. Hinata was also insistent on going with you, but her father might prevent it. Shino admits his insects would be ineffective against Sasuke, so that only leaves Kiba to act as a censor. Shikamaru and Choji shall go as well. I'm also sending Lee. He's fully recovered from the Chunin exams, and I know his skills will be needed. Naruto nodded. We shall leave within the hour. Sasuke has a big lead. Before you leave, this was found on my desk this morning, the Hokage said, handing Naruto a scroll. Naruto unraveled the scroll, eyes widening. Inside was only one string of words. It's up to you now. Don't forget your promise, otherwise I'll kill you. Naruto frowned. That idiot. If he thinks this is the right way to get his revenge, Then there's no way I'm letting them go to Orochimaru. Not while I still live. Naruto stormed out of the office, Tsunade watching with a worried expression. He's serious. If he's not careful, he may die. I need to call him some help. Shizune! Shizune appeared at the door a split second later. Yes, Lady Hokage? Send word to the Hidden Sand and Hidden Mist. Tell them Naruto Uzumaki needs help. Gates of the Hidden Leaf. Naruto paced back and forth, impatiently waiting for his team. He looked up when Choji and Shikamaru finally appeared, Kiba a short distance away. I guess you went through with it? the Nara asked. Naruto didn't respond, continuing to pace. Kiba simply snarled at the blonde. Where the hell is Neji and Lee? The sooner we finish this mission, the sooner you'll be out of my sight. Naruto didn't listen to the Inuzuka. There was no point. His mind was focused solely on Sasuke and how to catch up with him. Looks like you're in a rather difficult situation, a voice stated, making Naruto look up. Lee stood beside him, his signature smile bringing a slight sense of ease. Neji walked towards them, someone behind him. Hinata, what are you doing here? Kiba asked. She insisted on coming, Neji stated. Who am I to refuse her wishes? Rather uncharacteristic of you, Shikamaru muttered. Neji shrugged. My eyes have been opened. Naruto knew what he was referring to, looking over to the hesitant Hinata. I appreciate the help, Hinata, but won't you be in trouble with your father coming on this mission? Hinata shook her head. I don't care about that. We were told Sasuke used a Hyuga technique on Sakura, which means he copied it from either me or Neji. I could never forgive myself if our clan's techniques were used like that again. Naruto's eyes softened. In that case, thank you. Alright then, we have a lot of running to do to catch up with Sasuke, and whoever might be helping him. Naruto paused as he saw Sakura walking towards them, holding herself up with a crutch. Shikamaru, set up our formation and start running. I'll catch up in a moment. The Nara nodded, Naruto walking over to Sakura. How are you feeling? Sakura shrugged. Stiff, but I'll be fine. I'm supposed to go to see the Hyuga clan to make sure there's no lasting damage. But I needed to see you off first. Sakura's head leaned against Naruto's chest, much to his surprise. I was too weak to stop him. But please, Naruto. Please, bring Sasuke back. Naruto felt the tears, making him wrap his arms around his teammate. I will. I promise. If you like what you just heard, consider hitting the subscribe button and bell icon to get notified about new videos. If there's a part you've missed, then check out the entire playlist on screen. If you like this story, please share it with your fellow anime lovers. Any support helps a lot. That's all for now. This is Ninja Kai, disappearing in a golden flash.